What's up, card gamers? My name is Chelsea Neal, aka Hattie Drago. Welcome to this top video for Goblins vs. Gnomes. To celebrate Goblins vs. Gnome coming out today, I decided to do a top 9 classes I am excited to build around list. So without further ado, let's get started. First on my list is Priest. Now, I like the aggro strategy they're trying to go for. I'm more aggro mid-range than I am control. But at the same time, I don't think Priest needed these. I don't think they need these strategies at all. Shadow Bomber plus Leper Gnome would be cool, but other than that, I don't really see... I don't have any inspiration from Priest. Light Bomb's cool. I kind of think that will be on one of in some of the more current decks. Vol'jin's kind of nifty to one-shot people. He could switch his own... Oh, another minion. I really don't like his health on Vol'jin. He could get one hit by this thing, for all I know. So that's Priest. Not really excited about it. Mage is number 8. I am excited about Unstable Portal. I think that's an amazing card with great potential. It's kind of like a bigger web spinner, only whatever you get costs 3 less. Imagine getting this thing 3 less. That's a bad thing, actually. Random minion as in other classes, too. What could I even choose? Oh, let's go with some legendaries. Foe Reaper. Perfect example. This is a card that I think would be good in any deck. And if the Unstable Portal was able to get this somehow, have it be 3 less at 5. Oh, not to mention, the other legendaries that are popular right now, the Black Knight, Sylvanas, Ragnaros. Those are just legendaries. There's plenty of other cards that aren't legendary that you want to get. Piloted Shredder, a 1 cost, it dies, you get a 2 cost minion, and there's so many good 2 cost minions out there. But other than that, I'm not really liking any of the mage cards. There's too many 4-drop spells for Echo and Medivh to be good. Flame Cannon is cool, but I don't know if it will be used or not. Overall, I mean, mage is kind of meh. Alright, so next on my list of things I am excited to play, Warlock takes number 7. Now, I love the Zoolock strategy. Like I said, I'm more of an aggro player. But the new Warlock cards don't really give me anything for that. The cheapest cost creature is Mistress of Pain, and I think she really needs a dedicated deck for her to go off. But I could see a demon strategy actually being built now. I would probably try a demon deck build if I wanted to. Mal'Ganis. It's pretty cool. Makes Mistress of Pain a 3/6 and gives your hero immune. I think it's a great idea to try to give more cards to try to have the demon strategy be viable, but I'm not as excited about it as most other things. The next, number 6, is Shaman. Shaman has some good cards, and when I first saw some of the cards being released initially, I was more excited for Shaman to be one of the good mech-centric decks, but it did not get enough for me to think that, and the Murloc strategy, it kind of makes it not a mech strategy at all. So the Murloc strategy is not bad. I mean, this Neptulon is essentially an Ancient of Lore on a Neptulon. It gets you 4 random Murlocs, and they could be anything. Murlocs aren't bad, I'm just not excited for it. Big shout out to Dunmo's Shaman for being probably the second best ogre next to the legendary. Nifty card. Alright, next on my list, number 5 is Warrior. Now, Warrior is mainly because of Crush. I love Crush. A 7-drop, destroy a minion. It doesn't sound good at all, but if you have a damaged minion, this costs 4 less. That is essentially a deadly shot that's not random. That is really powerful. And, you could Heck, probably turn 3 you'd be able to get it off. Just have one of your dudes ram into something and kill it, and then you get to crush something else next turn. Although you probably don't want to do that. And even for control decks, who play high mana cost things anyway, if they don't have damaged minions, this will still be useful as a 7-drop. Alright, next on my list is Rogue at number 4. Rogue is the deck, the class that I'm divided on what I want to build around. For one thing, obviously pirates. Not this card in particular. I'm not a... It's kind of met with this card. It has 1 health. And you'd have to... I guess it's cheap enough for you to play this and then play another card to give it a bonus. But, what I'm most excited about is Ship's Cannon. I love Ship's Cannon. It's like an improved knife juggler a pirate-centric knife juggler and a cheaper demolisher at the same time. It's nifty, and I could see a pirate deck being built around this guy more than the pirate. But the most exciting thing about Rogue, I think, is that they can do mech strategies really well. They got Iron Sensei, which is essentially the 1-drop Shadow Priestess, only better in every turn on a friendly mech. So this card alone would make me want to do a mech-centered deck, and this weapon isn't bad at all. Like, if you have a mech, it's +2 attack, and then you use Deadly Poison, it's +2 more attack. So that is like 5 attack on a 3-drop. 4-drop Deadly Poison, potentially. That is insane. And Trade Prince Gallywix is pretty fun too. I don't know how viable it is to give your opponent extra mana. Overall, I like Rogue. Now, speaking of mech strategies I think will be good, Paladin is one that I tested out recently for my deck tech article on my website, which will be in the description below. But I think they got the best weapon. This weapon is sick. Give a random friendly minion Divine Shield and Taunt. You don't even care what it goes on. I just love it. Cockhammer's great. And for mech strategy wise, Shielded Minibot wasn't the one that made me initially think of this. It was more like a Noyotron. A Noyotron, Mech Warper, mainly a Noyotron. Taunt, Divine Shield, that on a 2-drop 1/2. It's not bad at all. So, overall, I like the fact that the Paladin could do a mech strategy really well if it was built around it really well. Although I do see Rogue being the stronger mech strategy, and I probably will build that deck. Alright, number 2 is Hunter. Hunter is one of my favorite classes in general. It's my main in World of Warcraft by itself. And the cards are really exciting and can go either way. Godzilla is probably one of the coolest legendaries in this set. Shout out to Godzilla. And its effect is nifty, although it does leave itself open to execute if you're going up against Warrior. And also, beast strategies aren't that popular, but they're probably going to get popular with Call Pet. Oh my goodness. This is like the same logic of why Flare is good. Is you draw a card and you get bonus. So I like this guy. Beast, it costs 4 less, and it's also the same reason I enjoy Unstable Portal, is the costing less part. And then, of course, Feign Death is going to be used, or at least it's going to be tested in Death Rattle strategies quite a lot, including myself. I will definitely try to test Death Rattle strategies. Overall, I like what Hunter's doing. Number 1, if you didn't already guess by now, Power of Deduction is Druid. And the reason? Mech Bearcat. I love Mech Bearcat. Not only it's a Mech Bearcat, I just like its effect. Like, spare parts, I think, are underrated right now because of how random they'll be, but none of these are bad. Time Rewinder could arguably be the worst one, But this just lets you bounce Mech Bearcat back to your hand at full health. Also, Anodized Robocub is adorable. And Milorn is pretty cool. I like Milorn. I think he's probably going to be used in the Druid strategies that focus on higher mana things. And then Growtender, I don't know if she belongs anywhere, but she's kind of nifty. But I am overall excited to build around Mech Bearcat. I already have a deck list, which I'll be showing off on my article this Wednesday, if you want to go check that out. And Druid. Extra excited. This card, it's got me pumped. And plus, I mean, there's plenty of other Spirit Part cards out there. Toshli comes to mind. And then I'm going to put, or actually, I'm not going to give you that secret away right now, but I got a plan. I got a plan for Spare Parts deck, and it's going to be righteous. Alright, so that was my top 9 classes I am most excited for post-Goblins versus Gnome. Leave a comment below. Tell me what class you're excited to build around. And also, go over to my website and check out all the articles on there. I got deck text for Magic and Cardfight Vanguard right now. And I've got I do news every single Friday on my website of what's been released, what's going on in the news. Be sure to stay tuned this week for the world's announcement for Magic. And also, I'll probably be talking sometime this week about the new Hex Shards of Fate set. So until next time, everyone, this is Hattie Drago signing out.